Hi, pipe smokers. Yeah, it's Paul the Pipe Guy here, live from the outskirts of Rochester, New York, in the United States of America. And this is our Friday night smoke. And I've got some Ahab's Comfort. Yeah, I love this stuff. I wanted to moisten it up a little bit, so I did. I put a couple of hydration buttons in it just because I like my tobacco a little more moist. It's just a matter of preference, and we're smoking it out of this beautiful olive wood bowl gifted to me from, Mark Hill, Welsh Piper 62. It's an EA Carry bowl number 323. Let's set something on fire. Oh, yeah. It's getting bored at work, so left about an hour and 45 minutes early. I had texted my boss. It's like, all right, I got this one job done. What do you want me to do next? I'll let you know. And then I waited and waited and waited. Finally, I was like, doctor's appointment, leaving early. This bowl, after about 10 bowls, she is starting to darken down just a touch. And she's getting broken in. Oh, that Ahab's Comfort is good. So I was watching Smarty Bob's video from yesterday. Actually, I made a Thursday night smoke together video, but I just didn't air it. I got tired, just went to bed, and so what's the sense in airing a Thursday night video on Friday? So we're doing a Friday video. Yeah. And I was watching Smarty Bob's video on, he's going to start to give away some of his pipes and his tobacco. He says, he's getting older and he wants his subscribers to have them, those things. He doesn't want his family to take it to some thrift store or whatever after he's gone. And I feel the same way. I have a lot of pipes and a lot of tobacco. My family wouldn't begin to know what to do. So I feel the same way Smarty Bob does. I want my subscribers to have my stuff. I remember I worked at a gun shop, and some of the older guys that were starting to get real old, they'd come into the gun shop and they'd have some of their rifles or handguns or whatever. And they'd be like, I want you to put these on sale for consignment or buy them. I got to start getting rid of some of these guns. I don't want my family to have to deal with them after I'm gone, whether it's 6 months from now, a year, or 5 years from now. The time has come. I think we all realize that, and I respect Smarty Bob. Hopefully we'll have him around another 10, 15 years. It's better to plan ahead than all of a sudden I mean, when you pass away, it's not that you're going to care. But, you know, before you take your last breath, yeah, you care, you know, all right, you know, I'd like this to go here and that to go there. But after you die, you really don't care. You're in heaven. Or maybe not. These earthly things don't matter anymore. Materialistic things really never mattered much to me anyways. Don't get me wrong. I like to have nice things. If I want a nice pipe, I'm going to buy it if it's in the budget. If there's a different tobacco I want to try, I'm going to buy it if it's in the budget. But I don't take out credit cards and go hog wild and buy materialistic things just to have them. I remember being a young man when I first started in the car business, and people would come in. I was actually a young 21-year-old finance manager, so after you bought your vehicle, you'd come see me and I would arrange the loan and stuff. And I remember the old people, they were old to me then, they're still old to me now. Well, they're dead now, but they'd be like, no, if I can't pay cash for it, I don't buy it. And I'd be like, yeah, but my job was to convince them to finance with us because we made money off of that. And I'd be like, yeah, but you could take an investment and blah, 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 and make more on your investment than you're going to spend on interest. They didn't want to hear that. They're set in their ways. Those were true proven ways. Well, I'm looking to trade my truck in to get a newer truck. And, you know, I've got a little bit of cash saved up and so forth. But if I have to take out a small loan, I'm talking by small, like under $5,000. If I have to do it, I will. But you know what? I'm going to pay that loan off early. I'm going to prepay it because I don't want that debt hanging over my head. Debt is slavery. See, a lot of these young people, they get into these big houses. You know, the bank or their mortgage broker will be like, oh, you make this much money? You qualify for this big of a payment. Yeah, well, then you start having kids and formula's $20 for a can. Diapers, I can't even imagine. They got to be through the roof. Add a couple of car payments onto that, a mortgage payment, plus kids. Ends up being a lot of money. A lot of unforeseen expenses. Oh, let me tell you. Mark Hill, I love this Pearwood pipe by E.A. Carey. I love this blend, this Ahab's Comfort. Very Latakia rich. Got the weekend off, thank the Lord. Well, I've been puffing on this pipe like a freight train, but she is starting to dark down. If you look at like the first video when I opened this up, it was actually a couple shades lighter. The tobacco and the juices from the tobacco Just go through the wood. Kind of leach through the wood. I'm going to let this baby rest a little. We'll be right back in a nanosecond. Told you we'd be back in a nanosecond. So I like the way Smarty Bob thinks. About letting a few of his things go. He's not going to give away all of his pipes and all of his tobacco, but he'll get to see people enjoy them. Well, I think that's a great idea. I totally agree with him. Yes, I do. Well, I'll know when the time is right. I'll know when it's time to give away most of my pipes, my cigars, my tobacco, my guitars. Oh, yeah. Ahab's Comfort, real good. So I got some Samuel Gawith, I think it is, rum Irish twist on the way. Ordered 4 ounces of that. Been wanting to try it, and finally somebody's got some in stock. I hear it's real strong. So I'm going to have to rely on my elusive mentor, who I will keep unnamed. I got a good friend of mine. He doesn't want to be named. His privacy is important to him, and he's given me a lot of guidance on pipes and tobacco and so forth, and life. It's kind of like a big brother. Oh, this is darn good, man. Thank God it's Friday. Well, who's your marshal? Emailed me and he's like, hey, here's my cell number. Why don't we give me a text and we'll chat? And I'm going to do that after this video. Well, one thing I don't know if I mentioned. If you have not smoked a pipe in a while, by a while, I mean 2 months or more. Actually, I check all my pipes every time. Let's say you got a big ass pipe like this Mr. Bragg. You can see how it stacks up next to the EA Carry. Now, living in the country, we get critters. All right? And that is a nice spot for a nest. Either a spider nest or whatever critter wants to climb in there. We're getting stink bugs this time of year, so instead of just hitting your pipe and sucking in, I always blow out of my pipe. I'll ream it out, with a pipe cleaner. Make sure there's nothing hiding in there that I don't want in my mouth. Just some words of wisdom from Paul the Pipe Guy. I've never had that happen, and I don't ever want it to happen. So that's the way I prepare my pipes. Yeah. Triple X girl, yeah, new subscriber. Finally getting some girls. I love it. I wish I had a nice lady to smoke a pipe with, you know? Because I think it's interesting. Most guys, when they smoke a pipe, they'll sit there and they'll have their drink and they'll smoke a pipe and not have to say too much. A lot of women like to talk, but I tend to like to talk too. Mm. Oh, yeah. This is good. And it keeps getting better now. This E8 carry pipe, the only thing I'm ever going to smoke out of this is Ahab's Comfort. And thanks to Mark Hill, he sent me 2 ounces of it first. I loved it. And then he sent me a pound of it. So I have like basically a lifetime supply of Ahab's Comfort from Watch City Cigar. Thank you, Mark. There are certain pipes that I have dedicated, like my Church Warden, Mr. Bragg Church Warden, bowl number 14. She's put away all cleaned up in the rack. I'm only going to smoke Watch City Church Warden out of that. Never nothing ever else. I'm going to start picking some of the pipes that I bought brand new that I'm going to dedicate just to certain blends that I love. Oh, this is so good. It's so relaxing. Thank God it's Friday. The only thing I hear is the boiler of my furnace. I've got hot water baseboard heat, so I have a boiler system for a furnace, and you can hear it. It kind of sounds like a coffee maker percolating. Oh. I think we might be down to the bottom of the bowl. Down to the bottom of the barrel. Dale Piper could make this pipe last for 4 months. Hello, Dale Piper here. No, too much smoke. Let me try it again. I do this every now and then because I love Dale. Hello, Dale Piper here. That's even too much smoke. Let me try it again. Hello, Dale Piper here. Yeah, that's about it right there. Dale Piper here. That's about it. He could make this bowl last like 17 hours. I don't know if Dale's ever seen me do an impersonation of him. Dale Piper's a great guy. Check him out on YouTube. He's from the UK. Sir Dale Piper. You won't find him under Sir Dale Piper. I just call him that out of respect. Yeah. There's our 20-minute Friday smoking now. I'm thinking I'm going to have myself a Busch beer. Yeah. Cheers, everyone. Yep. I was sober for about a month and a half, didn't have a drop of alcohol. And then I just was like, all right, yeah. I'm going to start drinking a few beers here and there again, but nothing like I did. Anyways, that's the way it was, as Walter Cronkite would say. Ronald Reagan would say, well, I don't remember. And Richard Nixon would say, our country needs to know that its president is not a crook. Yeah. Okay, Tricky Dicky. Anyways, we might come out with a video later on, I don't know. Who wants another Smoke Together video tonight? I'll do another one. Over and out.